After we finish this part, I would like to also show you rubrics scaling. Let's firstly do one quickly rubrics scales. Example, I'm teaching computer science and Excel. Students are learning Excel, and I have to have criteria, rubric scales to evaluate students' project. I will call the rubrics title as a Excel projects. And then here I'm gonna write my criterias. So what is important in the project as a criteria? I need to first think about the criterias and then make those criterias quickly. After writing these criteria, now it's time to do something in grading scales. I would like to make this the total point 100. For me, applied formulas is the most important part. That's why I will say it is 40, and based off the goodness of the project, I will just decrease the number. For excellent you get 40, and for good you get example 32, and for satisfactory you get let's say 25 and 20. So when I finish this, I will just click create. Let's also add another rubrics for an English class. I would like to give it as an example. Let's go to add rubrics. Let's say if your students are writing essays for your English course, and you're gonna evaluate them using some criteria. I will firstly title this with English essay. And my criterias are going to be, let me write it quickly. After I write them, I will quickly also write the maximum points. And then I will say create. And finally, after we do these things, we go down and click on the Save Changes button, and it will save everything what you done. Now we set everything as you see, and let's go to materials and connect those materials with these categories so we can see the results on the Gradebook. Here we have one essay. I would like to go firstly from the one English course. How do we evaluate one student's assignments using the rubrics? But firstly, we have to go to edit the course and set this example assignment. The period is the second semester, and make sure you choose the English essay from the scales part, rubrics, and then we will say save changes. When you go to student submission, you can see the student's project here. If you can't see, maybe it's gonna take a while, but instead you can click on the download file and you can open the document, and later on you can just look at the project quickly. After you look at the project, and you can go to just give your gradings using the rubrics. Example, you need to just say how much point you have to give for the format and organization of the thing, and how much you have to give for the grammar and fluency, and how much for the quality, how much you're gonna give for the cohesion of the topic, and how much it meets the assigned criteria. And in the end, you will just say save, and the students will see this with a different criteria, and it will be really fair grading for the students. Now let's continue with the other ones in Excel class. And then I will go to edit quickly. From here I will go to categories. This category example assignment, and period is the second semester. If you are going to use rubric scaling, you can click on this and then find the saved rubric scale, and then you say save the changes, When we go to inside this, if we see any student sent any project, you can click on that, and then your rubrics will be available right here. And looking at the project, you can evaluate students project and then give the grades. Example, applied formulas, you can check if it's okay. You can say excellent, the design looks beautiful, and the content is beautiful, and the quality is also good. I'll just say save, and then I will have graded one student's project by the Rubrics Scales. Now let's go back to materials. Here we will go to another assignments, and then we will change the settings from here, edit, and from here I will go to enable grading, and then make sure you set the category assignments and period to second semester. And this time we will not choose the rubric scales, we will leave this only numeric, and then save changes. And then we will go to assignments and see if any student submitted anything, and we would like to evaluate it. As you see, one student already submitted. I will go to click on this and then write the grade of the student here, and we can say also some good text for the student if he did good, and then students can see when you check this. Let's go back to materials after we finish this. Here is the test. When I go to edit, I go to again categories to change the with test and exam. The period is the second semester, and I say save the changes. I do the same thing for the other quizzes. So when I finish this part, I can go to Gradebook and see all the results over here in the Gradebook. As you see, I can see student by student how many projects they did. I can see also one student who did this classwork with the rubrics. I can also see the results from here. By clicking there, it will take me right here. And also I can scroll down and see all the grades. It's great, right? So you can also make it full screen and see in this position. If you want also, you can export your documents as a Excel file, and later on you can also look at this from here, okay? And you can save this in your documents. If you would like to set up same grading for other classes, you don't need to set up all these things one by one for each class. All you need to just click copy settings, and from here which parts of the things you would like to copy and with what classes you would like to share. You're just gonna select the courses that you're gonna share those settings with, and when you click copy, it will send everything there. When I go to example 4B computer science, and I will go to grade setup, I will see all of them right here. Okay, so this is the also easy way to share your grade setting with other classes. Okay, we have finished this course as well. Hopefully it was useful. Using these gradebooks for every class on Schoology is going to be really helpful, and you will be able to see the averages instantly while students do quizzes. It doesn't matter how many quizzes and how many assignments the student done, and the Gradebook is going to give the result immediately. So hope to see you in the next tutorial. All the best. Bye bye.